Hey, so this video came up in my feed and I'm going to play it and we're going to talk about it. Right now, the dog has a what's called a Baskerville muzzle, a basket muzzle. It's called Baskerville, a little confusing, but they're awesome. You can treat through them. They're a basket and so air goes through them. They're made out of rubber. They're so light, so there's not a lot of pressure. There's nothing weighing them down. They fit really well. You just have to make sure you size them. They're also really, I think, pretty inexpensive. And my favorite thing is that there's an opening under the bottom and you can treat through the opening and they can breathe and drink water and eat and everything. So what's happening is the dog has the muzzle on. I'm assuming he's not happy about it. The owner is like, give me your paw and trying to prevent him. The trainer's going to walk up and just grab the dog leash out of their hand. So here we go. And you're going to see a bunch of corrections. The dog is going to wrap his legs around him and he is going to whip him around to get him off of his body. Jerk pop corrections, grabbing the hand, very physical stuff happening. The dog looks like he may be barking. You can't tell because there is no verbiage going on here. There is a very loud song going on, and that's also why I muted it because copyright. So this dude is very flashy, but that's a distraction. Don't just get distracted by this stuff. Okay, well, I'm watching the dog's body and what's going on with this poor dog. The dog's like, get off of me with the muzzle. Muzzle's off. This trainer's probably shitting a brick right now. He's keeping him away from him. And the dog is like, I give up now. I'm starting to give up. And this is called learn helplessness. And these people are like, I don't know if this is good or bad. Okay. People are recording it. The dog is now what they feel is like, oh, settling down. He's laying down. Everybody can finally breathe except for this dog. I don't know what this woman is saying. Okay. Who knows? But what is happening here, and that's the end of the video, what is happening here with this dog is called learn helplessness. And it's when, somebody, a dog, a being, subject, whatever, has been exposed to just repeated amounts of an aversive stimuli, like the punishment, the jerk pop corrections with the leash. I suspect there is a pinch collar under that leather collar. That's how they make pinch collars now, so people won't, see them. And sometimes they're plastic underneath. It's still a pinch collar. If you don't think it hurts, put it around your neck and jerk pop. Actually, give it to somebody else to jerk pop, correct you, and you tell me if it hurts or not, and if it leaves bruises on your skin. Because guess what? You're not going to see it on this dog, but we've done experiments, not experiments, but a dog that we were trying to get to where a gentle leader had one on. And I was like, look, he's bruised. And it was a white American bulldog. So hardly any fur and white. And you could start to see the bruising coming up. Anyway, long story short, my point is that this guy's punishing this dog. And it's like, the owners aren't going to be able to duplicate what this guy just did. There is no way. Chances are they'll back away when the dog turns to them. Chances are the dog would redirect to them. I don't know that. I'm assuming these things. This is also, let me just tell you, this is a way that I used to train using aversive techniques. It's the way I trained my dogs when I was a kid. And that's the method that was there. This is the method that I was also taught in the beginning of my dog training career. And thankfully, I was introduced by another trainer who was using aversive techniques, a way that is better, which is based on science and it is operant conditioning. And we know it works because the data is there. I use clicker training solely in this. This is what not to do to a reactive dog. Don't punish the reactive dog. The dog's going to shut down, maybe take all the warnings away too. You need warnings. We need a bark, we need a growl. Otherwise, we get a bomb and we have no idea when it's going to go off and what's going to set the dog off. Okay, so remember that. Don't use punishment. Can it work? Sure. Does it help? No. I rewound the clip a little bit. It is just a 59-second clip. But I just, when I was saying before is that the dog owners are not going to be able to duplicate this. So this guy is going to break this, what he thinks, break this dog down and dominate the dog because he's thinking the dog is dominating the people. I don't know what's going on. This is just a snapshot in this trainer's life and in this dog's life and in these people's lives. But I can tell you that this method of squashing behavior and the warning signals that your dog is giving you is just a recipe for disaster. We need warning signals. You need your dog to bark. You need your dog to growl. So, what would I do with this? I was talking about positive reinforcement. I would redirect this dog. I would get him off of that pinch collar first of all. I would use the muzzle. And we've got a video, a commercial playing. I would use a muzzle and the Baskerville muzzle because I think it's important to have that as a safety. I mean, you're not stupid. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to give the dog cookies. That's what a lot of people think positive reinforcement trainers use. And positive reinforcement, we're talking about I am so sorry that this is happening right now. But with positive reinforcement, what we're talking about is reinforcing the good behavior, not the bad behavior. This guy is giving all this BS that this dog is throwing out. I hate that part. Is throwing out there so much attention, physically, verbally, and it's punishment and punishment and punishment. And the dog's like, get me out of here. We don't know how long this is a 59-second clip. We don't know exactly how long this has been going on. It could be going on for like 10, 15 minutes. Who knows? Maybe 5 minutes. 1 minute, 30 seconds, 1 second of this is enough. Okay. I understand the human desire to punish. I totally get that. But we can't do that to these animals. It is not helpful. As a dog trainer, you're not doing your client any service by manhandling their dog. I mean, what is happening here? I really wish I knew what these people were saying, but the thing I want you to focus on is that the thing to do with a dog like this is use a basket muzzle, get a gentle leader, and a regular collar, okay, so that you can do a safety. You should always have a safety, a little clip. They're like two-sided clip, like two-sided leashes, like, a clip on each side, maybe about like 6 inches long. I know they make them longer and shorter, but just clip the loop where you hook your leash to, clip that to just a regular collar, like a martingale collar. I like the martingale collars, just as a backup safety, because you never know, things break, things happen, especially with a dog who might be jerking around and stuff. Okay, so you don't want to jerk your dog's head around and their body. You're doing damage to their neck. Okay, what you want to do is, first of all, try and avoid whatever those triggers are, okay? And train your dog to be calm and look at you and focus on you without the distraction, without the stimuli, whatever he is freaking out about. I don't know if it's a person because there's all people in here. Maybe it's another dog. Who knows? We do not know the exact story here. But my point is that you need to be able to control your dog, and the best way to control your dog is through using operant conditioning and classical conditioning, and also management and avoidance of certain stimuli, whatever that stimuli is. If you can avoid it, avoid it. So your dog isn't practicing bad behavior over and over and over again, because that's what's happening. Okay. Now, can these people duplicate this? Who the heck knows? I don't know. I don't want you to do this. This is what not to do if you have a reactive dog, an aggressive dog, fearful dog, whatever. If your dog is acting out, or what people say is acting out, don't do this. Find out what's going on with your dog first. Why is that happening? What happened before this happened? What is the stimuli? Maybe you can fix it. I know you can at least manage it and not punish the dog like this.